One of the principles I think is really important in life is what I call walking your talk. This is when you do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that happen and 6 things that happen when you don't walk your talk. So we're going to do 5 things about what happens when you do walk your talk and 6 things that happen when you don't walk your talk. So let's jump in and start with the things that do happen. Number 1, you're believable. When you walk your talk, people are going to take you at your word. They're going to believe what you say is true. Number 2, you don't have to remember what you've told others because it's the truth as you know it. If you're walking your talk and you're telling people the truth, you don't have to try to remember, say, what did I tell that person about this? Or how did I shade the truth that way? Because if you lie, people will not trust you. It's that simple. If you want people to trust you, you have to learn to walk your talk. You're going to physically feel better. There's not going to be a pit in your stomach of being found out that you're a fraud, or being found out that you lied, or being found out that you're not doing what you want to do, or you're not being moral. Now, in business, the only thing that we really have is our reputation. And the best way to kill a reputation, don't walk your talk. The best way to build your reputation, walk your talk. Others are going to feel good about hanging out with you and doing business with you. When you walk your talk, you're being consistent, you're being congruent, people can trust what you say is your word. When you say something, they get to believe it. They feel good about spending time with you. They feel good about hanging out with you. Number 5, you get to live by this rule. Do unto others as they would have done unto themselves. When you're walking your talk, what you're doing is you're respecting other people. It's a little different than the golden rule, but what it does is shows respect for how others want to be treated, not how you want to be treated. Because the truth is, yes, we all want basically the same thing in life, but there are times that others want things that are different than you. And when you walk your talk and you respect what other people want, it's something that allows people to feel good about hanging out with you. And truth is, when I say feel good about hanging out with you, what it really means is feel good about doing business with you and doing business with your business. So let's move to the other side of the ledger, the things that happen when you don't walk your talk. If you're not walking your talk, negotiations become much, much more difficult. If people can't trust what you say, they're not going to want to negotiate with you. They're going to be negotiating and saying, well, this person's trying to get me, so if I'm going to do business with them, I need to get them. Now, for me, I won't do that. For me, it's win-win or no play. But negotiations with somebody who doesn't walk their talk, for me, I just don't do it. I'm just not going to do business with them. But if you decide to do business with somebody like that, or you are somebody like that, I hope that's not true, negotiations are going to be really, really difficult. Your employees don't believe anything you say. When you don't tell the truth, and your employees know you're not telling the truth, they don't believe anything you say because employees tend to be skeptical about the bosses to start with. They've been lied to enough by other people they've worked for. You're not the first person they've worked for, nor are you the first person they've ever encountered who didn't walk their talk. They know that when people don't walk their talk, it's hard to believe them and it's hard to trust them. Number 3, and this fits in with not your employees not believing, you're not seen as a trustworthy partner. When you're not walking your talk, you're not seen as being trustworthy or trusted, and people are going to put you through more work than you need to go through because they say we need to verify. It's not trust but verify. It's verify because you're not trustworthy. I don't want you to be there. I really do want you to learn that, walking your talk is a little bit difficult. Sometimes you have to have those difficult conversations, but that's okay. If you're not walking your talk when you delegate, you're going to find it much more difficult because typically, if you're not walking your talk, you're also blaming others when things go wrong, or justifying your behavior. And it's hard to come back to somebody when you're having a hard time and saying, I'm having a hard time. Can you help me along with something? So when you delegate, you're going to find it's much more difficult. Now, I know this is strong language for number 5, but it's really true. When you don't walk your talk, you're seen as a liar. Now, people are not going to say, you're a liar. I can't trust you. I don't want to do business with you. They're never going to hear that. They're just going to behave differently with you than with somebody who they trust a lot. So if you're not walking your talk, you're going to be seen as a liar. It's going to take you more time to get things done. It's going to be more difficult to get things done. And I'm sure that's not something you want. Finally, if you're not walking your talk, it becomes impossible to be personally responsible because you're going to blame others when things go wrong. You're going to justify your actions, and no one wants to listen to that. They want you to be personally responsible because it makes it easier for them to hang out with you and easier for people to do business with you. Well, that's my list of the do's and don'ts about walking your talk. Why don't you scroll down and leave a comment with what some of your reasons for walking your talk might be. And while you're at it, download our free ebook on how to hire for unique abilities. You're going to learn about a simple hiring system I've been using for 35 years, and it has saved me tons and tons of heartbreak along the way. Hey, this is Josh Patrick. I'm the founder of The Sustainable Business. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope to see you back here really soon. And remember, walk your talk.